Roman Reigns will reportedly not team up with John Cena. Jey Uso betrays CM Punk. The WWE officially adds a 34-year-old superstar to its roster. The WWE officially confirms another departure. Charlotte Flair reunites with a former partner. A WWE Hall of Famer confirms a decades-long real-life fight is over. Logan Paul should show up more in WWE. The fourth member of Team Vision at Survivor Series. WarGames, the Vision win major WWE titles. Let's dive right in. Jey Uso betrays CM Punk. Main event. Jey Uso is once again set to step into the WWE Survivor Series WarGames structure, this time alongside CM Punk, Cody Rhodes, and potentially Roman Reigns and Jimmy Uso. While the star has proved to be one of the top names in the industry lately, his loyalty could be tested inside WarGames. Considering the recent developments in the storyline, speculation suggests that the 6'2" star might betray CM Punk's team and align himself with the Vision at the PLE WWE has been subtly teasing Jey's heel turn for weeks now, and his recent storyline with Jimmy Uso is one of the biggest examples of it. Let's check out a few teases that hint at Jey betraying Team CM Punk at the PLE. Number 1, Jey Uso staring at Cody Rhodes' undisputed WWE Championship. This week's episode of WWE Raw featured CM Punk on the brink of getting attacked by the Vision and Logan Paul when Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso made their way out to even the odds and save the day for the World Heavyweight Championship. Following the segment when the trio came face-to-face with Adam Pearce backstage, Jey Uso had his eyes straight on Cody Rhodes' undisputed WWE Championship with the focus on WarGames. This was a massive tease that the star could be planning to turn heel and attack Rhodes to get into the undisputed WWE title picture. Number 2, teasing a heel turn for weeks. Despite his babyface status, Jey has been slowly showing heel tendencies. The star has been trying to become a new version of Roman Reigns, and Jimmy Uso has been warning his brother about it for months. However, even without considering Jimmy's words, Jey has been on the same path, trying to reach the top of the industry. These are classic signs WWE uses before a major character turned fans around the world have already started to treat Jey as a heel. And it is just about time the star switched his character to get to the peak of his career. A sudden betrayal inside the WarGames structure would fit his unpredictable nature perfectly, giving fans a massive storyline ahead of the new year. Number 3, Paul Heyman attempting to get Jey on their side. Paul Heyman made a massive approach to Jey Uso, trying to bring the star to the Vision. On Raw a few weeks ago, the Hall of Famer has made a name for himself with his subtle segments that have led to massive turnarounds, and this could be one of them as well. Considering Paul's words, it is a clear sign that Jey could turn heel and betray his own team at WarGames, helping the Vision pick up the win and further aligning with the faction. Number 4, Jey Uso's issue with the WWE World Heavyweight Champion CM Punk. The friction between Jey Uso and CM Punk has been growing on Raw. Both stars recently battled to determine the new World Heavyweight Champion, and Jey's loss in the main event was another sign of a potential heel turn. Considering the story between both men lately, it won't be surprising if Jey Uso superkicks CM Punk at WarGames right when the latter is about to pick up the victory, leading to one of the most intriguing storylines in recent memory. Time will tell what the company has in store for the stars next. The WWE officially adds a 34-year-old superstar to its roster. WWE has officially added a superstar to the company's roster. Tama Tonga debuted at Night of Champions 2025, but it has taken him a few good months to finally end up on the roster page. At Night of Champions in June, Solo Sikoa won the United States Championship by dethroning Jacob Fatu. He won the title with the help of JC Mateo, the returning Tonga Loa, and the debuting Tama Tonga. The former New Japan Pro Wrestling star has been a crucial addition to Sikoa's faction. His bio on WWE's official roster page reads, "The powerhouse of the MFTs, Tama Tonga possesses incredible power that is rivaled only by his domineering presence." Solo Sikoa's family got even bigger with the arrival of Tonga, the hulking brother of Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa, and son of WWE Hall of Famer Haku. Many have stepped to the giant, but few stay on their feet long enough to fell him. Be warned, if Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, or JC Mateo are nearby, Tama Tonga is lurking. Not too far behind, Tonga has been a part of the MFT since his debut. He has competed in a handful of matches and remains unbeaten. His latest victory was over Rey Fenix on SmackDown. Tama Tonga, formerly known as Hikuleo, joined the New Japan Dojo in 2016. He made his debut the same year in Auckland, New Zealand. The following year, he rejoined NJPW and took part in the company's Destruction Tour. He then joined the Bullet Club alongside Tonga Loa, and Tama Tonga and his cousin Bad Luck Fail. He substituted for the injured Kenny Omega and even appeared at Wrestle Kingdom 12 in 2021. The former Hikuleo also appeared in AEW and started making appearances in Impact Wrestling. The WWE officially confirms another departure. As the year 2025 draws to a close, WWE has officially confirmed another wrestler's departure. Edris Anif is no longer with the Stamford-based promotion. Edris Anif may not be a name many wrestling fans would instantly recognize, but he was with WWE for 4 years. The former U.S. Navy veteran signed with the company after participating in the tryout during SummerSlam weekend in 2021. He made his in-ring debut against Solo Sikoa on the November 30th edition of NXT throughout his 4-year run. The 31-year-old star mostly competed in the tag team division alongside Malik Blade. Anif briefly worked as a singles competitor on the Evolve and NXT house shows after his partner got sidelined with a torn ACL and meniscus. He wrapped up his run with the company with a 5-0 record on the Evolve brand, having last wrestled on July 18th. The following month, Edris Anif took to his X, formerly Twitter, to announce that he was leaving the Stamford-based promotion. Earlier today, eagle-eyed fans noticed his profile had been officially moved to the alumni section of the website, confirming the two sides have parted ways. In a lengthy X post, Edris Anif said he wanted to bet on himself and leave WWE for new opportunities. He expressed his gratitude to fans and every single person in the back who he worked with. As of today, I will officially be leaving the WWE. This is a decision I have thought about for a very long time, and I'm going to trust my gut on this. With that being said, for the past 4 years, I have had the chance to meet and work with incredible people, from the wrestlers to the referees, the creative teams, the medical staff, and of course all the coaches who put in so much time and effort into making me better. And for that, I will always appreciate y'all. And of course to all the fans who have supported me through all these years, thank you. Brian Alvarez of the Wrestling Observer reported that WWE granted Edris Anif's release request. Meanwhile, Dave Meltzer noted that the former NXT failed to impress the creative and that the company had no plans to move him to the main roster anytime soon. Charlotte Flair reunites with a former partner. WWE superstar Charlotte Flair recently took to social media to share a photo with her former partner, The Queen, also sent a 2-word message. The name in question is former Raw superstar Summer Rae. Summer Rae performed full-time in World Wrestling Entertainment between 2011 and 2017. Although she failed to win a title during her tenure with the company, she still made a huge name for herself. Rae is a former partner of Charlotte Flair, as they have teamed up with each other on multiple occasions in NXT, and on the main roster, The Queen recently reunited with her former partner, Summer Rae. She took to her Instagram stories to share a photo of the reunion. The 14-time world champion also sent a 2-word message, highlighting the real-life Danielle Moynet's in-ring moniker, Summer Rae, she wrote. On the latest edition of Monday Night Raw, Charlotte Flair teamed up with Alexa Bliss to lock horns with Asuka and Kairi Sane with the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship on the line. All of the stars involved in the match put on an incredible display of action inside the ring, and for the most part, it was a back-and-forth affair. In the last stages of the bout, it seemed like Flair would win the contest for her team as she successfully locked in a figure-8 leg lock on Asuka. However, Nia Jax and Lash Legend came out of nowhere to pull the Queen out of the ring. This interference helped the Kabuki Warriors as Sane hit an elbow drop on Charlotte and won the match via pinfall. Asuka and Kairi Sane are now the new WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. It remains to be seen what the Triple H-led creative team has planned for Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss's future as a tag team. A WWE Hall of Famer confirms a decades-long real-life fight is over. A WWE Hall of Famer has confessed that a decades-long real-life rivalry and heat is now over between two stars. He has spoken in detail about it. Both stars were huge names in the New Generation era and were seen as some of the biggest possible stars in the company. However, even while they worked together at times and even worked as rivals, they had a lot of real-life issues behind the scenes. The two stars worked stiff with each other in the ring at times and left each other injured. While Ahmed Johnson believed that Simmons was jealous of him, on the other side, Simmons was not happy with how Johnson worked stiff overall. Now, speaking about his issues with Ahmed Johnson, Simmons said on the Wrestling Classic that their problems were in the past and that they had made up. He said that it had been good to talk to Johnson, and with so many wrestlers being lost, he thought it was better to be on the same page as others. Look here, man. Look. Now, there have been differences that we have had, and that happens in this business, right? Look, there have been times to set that stuff aside and let it go. The track record with us right now, man, as everybody knows, is not good, you know, with us losing a lot of friends and everything. Look, so hey, why not let's be on the same page with everything and enjoy these days we have got remaining here as friends. And, you know, it's good to talk to my brother and get back to talking about some things that we love, and that's this business and everything in life. So yeah, everything is cool. Ron Simmons, aka Farouk, is well known not only for his singles career or the time he was leading the Nation of Domination, but also for his tag team with JBL. APA remains one of the most popular legendary tag teams in WWE, and the star is well loved among fans as well. Logan Paul should show up more in WWE. A legend has sent Triple H a message about a WWE star owing the company dates. The legend sent the message. Michael Hayes greeted Logan Paul on his YouTube vlog, where he came across him behind the scenes on Raw. He greeted Hayes, to which the producer thanked him for coming. The legend went on to say that he did not know that Paul would show up. To this, Paul told him that he would always come as long as he was invited. He then asked him to tell the WWE CCO, since he had watched his vlog. He went on to address the game again and said that Hayes was telling him to show up more to the shows. LP. What up, Michael Hayes? MH. Thank you for coming. I didn't know you would show up. LP. If you guys actually invite me, I'll show up, bro. Tell Triple H. He watches my vlog. Triple H. Michael says I should show up more. Hayes then addressed the game as well, saying they needed to call him more because Paul still owed them a lot of dates and appearances, while the star hastened to assure them he was going to be coming. MH. He owes us more dates. LP. Yeah, I'm good for it. While Logan Paul was away for a long time recently, he is now back in the company, and the game has booked him in a big storyline. The star recently joined The Vision and has become one of the company's top stars. Having replaced Seth Rollins as a member of the group and worked with Paul Heyman, it remains to be seen what's next for them. Speaking to his wife while both of them were working out in the gym, Logan Paul informed her of his plans. He said that he had decided to join the group and work with Heyman. He said that while Heyman had done some heinous things, he was still the best person to align with in the company. "I got to tell you something. I've decided to align with The Vision, Bronson Reed, Braun Breaker, and the wise man himself, Paul Heyman. Aligning with Paul Heyman is the smartest thing any WWE wrestler can do. And yes, he's done some scummy shay, alright. You like you ain't cheating, you ain't trying," said Logan Paul. While Paul is already quite hated by fans, with boos ringing out every time he appears, aligning with Heyman can hand him more legitimacy. Even though the star has wrestled in WWE for some time, fans still see him as an outsider working with Heyman, replacing Seth Rollins in The Vision, and being a regular part of that group may be exactly what Paul needed to get that last big push. The fourth member of Team Vision at Survivor Series, WarGames. Team Vision and Team CM Punk will be locked inside a barbaric structure at WWE Survivor Series. WarGames in San Diego on November 29th, 2025. Triple H has yet to reveal the full lineup, but a suspended superstar could join the heel faction if the rumors are to be believed. Drew McIntyre faced repercussions for his actions on SmackDown last week. He laid out referee Dan Engler with a Claymore kick and caused a disqualification during the main event between Cody Rhodes and Aleister Black. As a result of his actions, Nick Aldis suspended the Scottish Warrior effective immediately. Dave Meltzer of the Wrestling Observer Radio reported that McIntyre took some time off to film the Highlander movie, but his Paradigm agent, Nick Piccolo, has since quashed those rumors. In a follow-up update, PW Insider learned that the Scotsman's suspension is the next step in his storyline. If that's true, fans shouldn't have to wait much longer to see him back on television. In fact, Ibu of Self-Made noted that Drew McIntyre's name has been discussed for the Survivor Series WarGames match. Yes, he's been discussed for WarGames. With Cody Rhodes joining Team CM Punk, it's safe to assume that Drew McIntyre would align himself with Team Vision, Logan Paul, Braun Breaker, and Bronson Reed. If he were to compete in the WarGames match later this month, Drew McIntyre took to his ex to send a scathing message to WWE SmackDown general manager Nick Aldis, calling him a clown. "You don't put a saddle on a Mustang. You've become just another clown in a suit with absolutely no bollocks. You keep protecting QB1. I'll keep kicking down every hurdle in my path," he wrote on X. Is a feud between Aldis and McIntyre in the works? The former hasn't stepped inside the squared circle since joining WWE. A buzzworthy rivalry between the two men could help improve SmackDown's abysmal ratings. The Vision win major WWE titles. The Vision is set to compete in the men's WarGames match this year at Survivor Series. The excitement among fans is at a fever pitch as the premium live event is just 2 weeks away. However, when it is all said and done and the dust from the WarGames settles, a shocking upset could be waiting for the WWE universe. Paul Heyman's boys could capture a major WWE title on Raw. Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed could win the World Tag Team Championship immediately after Survivor Series WarGames. The two superstars have been dominating Monday Night Raw for the past few weeks, terrorizing the entire roster. However, the absence of a championship gold within the Vision has been bugging Breaker and Reed for quite some time. Their storyline has been revolving around the World Heavyweight Championship on Raw since ousting Seth Rollins from the faction. However, WWE could pull off a massive swerve. In a shocking turn of events, Paul Heyman's boys could confront AJ Styles and Dragon Lee on Raw after Survivor Series, challenging the duo for the World Tag Team Championship. If that happens, there is a high chance that Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed could dethrone Styles and Lee to capture the World Tag Team title. The possibility of it happening is good, as WWE has been booking the Vision as a major threat on the roster. Putting the championship on Reed and Breaker's shoulders could add more credibility and legitimacy to their faction. Besides, it could pave the way for a great feud between them and the babyface duo of AJ Styles and Dragon Lee. However, this is currently speculation and only time will tell what happens. Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed will lead the heel team in the men's WarGames match this year. Although they have Logan Paul on their side, the Vision still lacks 2 members for the double-caged, steel-structured match. There is a high chance that fans could see the addition of a new member to the faction soon. For weeks, rumors have been circulating that the Vision will see the arrival of a new member, and names like Austin Theory and Ethan Page were in talks. However, that never happened. But it looks like WWE might finally be gearing up to pull the trigger this time, as it has now become the need of the hour. The heel team currently has 2 spots empty, one of which is expected to be filled by Brock Lesnar. However, the 5th participant of Braun Breaker's team for the men's WarGames could be the new member of the Vision. There is a good possibility of it unfolding next week. Only 2 episodes of Monday Night Raw are left before Survivor Series, and WWE doesn't have much time left for its build-up. Therefore, the company could finally reveal the new member of Breaker's faction next week on the Red brand, which is set to emanate from Madison Square Garden. Roman Reigns will reportedly not team up with John Cena. Roman Reigns' return to the Stamford-based promotion is inevitable, as WWE Survivor Series takes place at the end of November 2025. According to a report, the original Tribal Chief won't team up with a multi-time world champion in the coming weeks. After losing the undisputed WWE Universal Championship to Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns has teamed up with former opponents in the Stamford-based promotion and hasn't held a title in over a year as a performer. CM Punk and Cody Rhodes have set aside their differences and teamed with the original Tribal Chief at premium live events. According to Dave Dave Meltzer on Wrestling Observer Radio, an insider stated that John Cena, the 14-time WWE and 3-time World Heavyweight Champion, will not team up with Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, and Jey Uso for the upcoming WarGames match. Recently, John Cena became a Grand Slam champion in the Stanford-based promotion when he won the Intercontinental Championship from the Judgment Day's Dominic Mysterio. While the franchise player's schedule is open for the event in San Diego, he won't be the 5th member of Team CM Punk. With just 3 appearances left in his farewell tour, WWE dropped another iconic piece of merchandise for John Cena fans can finally get their hands on a new and rare piece to be part of their collection. On Monday's episode of Raw, Cena made his final appearance as an active in-ring performer in his hometown of Boston. He was confronted by Dirty Dominic Mysterio, who ended up losing the Intercontinental Championship to the GOAT. John Cena finally won the Intercontinental title for the first time in his legendary career. He added the last gold needed to become a Grand Slam champion. The crowd inside the TD Garden erupted for the Cenation leader's triumph. To commemorate Cena's historic win, WWE released his Grand Slam champion t-shirt on its official online shop. It's available for $34.99 and is described as a special event item. The shirt features John Cena's Last Real Champ logo and the championships he won during his career on the front. The back has the classic "You Can't See Me" graphic, Grand Slam WWE champion, and the list of all the titles and how many times he won them. According to Dave Meltzer of the Wrestling Observer, John Cena beating Dominic Mysterio for the Intercontinental Championship was supposed to happen at Survivor Series, WarGames in San Diego later this month. However, plans changed at the last minute, and it remains unclear what the plans are for Cena and Dominic at the last premium live event of the year. Dirty Dom seems to be heading to a story with his father, Rey Mysterio, as well as a potential fallout with the Judgment Day. On the other hand, Netflix has teased Cena's final appearance on Raw and Madison Square Garden as an in-ring talent. It will be interesting to see if WWE books him to have a match at MSG and possibly defend the Intercontinental Championship for the first time. Finally, Cena is set to retire at Saturday night's main event on December 13th in Washington, D.C. He'll face the winner of the Last Time Is Now tournament. Roman Reigns' appearances as a performer have reduced following his loss to Seth Rollins at WrestleMania 41 in Nevada. While he spent most of his time feuding with the Vision's Bronson Reed, the Colossal became the first superstar in over a year to score a pinfall win over the original Tribal Chief in a one-on-one match in WWE. After his loss, the 40-year-old star went on another hiatus from the company. According to Wrestling Observer Newsletter's Dave Meltzer, Roman Reigns will reportedly return on next week's Monday Night Raw in Madison Square Garden and join Team CM Punk. However, he won't be alone, as Brock Lesnar is also rumored to return on the same show to align with Paul Heyman and the Vision ahead of the event in San Diego, California. It'll be interesting to see what's next for the men's Grand Slam champion following his return to the red brand.